Is Naruto and Sasuke a dumb ship? I used to think so, but the more and more compilations and the more evidence I'm seeing, I'm starting to really think that they did have a bromance that extended way beyond a bromance. I actually think that they might have been, they liked each other. I think that they had a secret crush on each other. And I also think that Team 7, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura were a throuple overall.
We going higher and higher, higher, until we on top.
If you've been in the Naruto fandom for legitimately any amount of time, you've probably heard that Naruto and Sasuke should have ended up together. And
I don't personally think so, but I have my own biases on that. But hey, each their own.
the only reason that Naruto and Sasuke did not end up together is because Kishimoto, the mangaka, was too afraid to have a boy-love romance at the center of his massively popular shonen manga.
I don't know, but I feel like he's always intended for the characters to end up with who they ended up with.
But does the Naruto x Sasuke ship actually make sense? Was the fandom of Naruto growing up in a burgeoning age of BL stories and therefore wanted a BL story in their favorite manga,
or I said, it's almost like the people who wanted Izuku Midoriya and Katsuki Bakugo to end up together. Like, are you serious? The person who bullied him his whole life? You wanted Deku to be with his bully? What's wrong with y'all?
Are they seeing something that other fans weren't? Well, today, those are the questions that I want to answer. See, I personally have always been curious about why Naruto x Sasuke is such a popular ship.
I said, because they kissed each other the first episode.
Get it. They're obsessed with each other. They're seemingly not interested in the girls that are interested in them, and they kiss occasionally. But if you ever...
Occasionally? I thought it was once. Not that there was more. Fuck.
Ask somebody who truly believes in this ship, the reasoning they give for the ship being the only true option for either Naruto or Sasuke romantically goes much further than anything I've previously mentioned. And thus today I dove into AO3 and Wattpad and Naruto forums I did not know existed to try and find and understand all of the arguments made for Naruto x Sasuke.
What the hell?
So I can truly, once and for all, answer the question.
Bro, what? Look at this screenshot.
Was Naruto x Sasuke a legitimate ship? Before we get to diving in as to whether or not Naruto and Sasuke should have ended up with each other as opposed to Sakura and Hinata, guys, please, for me, like this video, subscribe to the page, and hit that noti bell. And if you're looking for an additional NC Hammer 23 video every single week, guys, you can go ahead and find my Naruto reaction series using the fourth wall link in my description below. We are, rather appropriately, on to Sasuke versus Gaara. Before we get into all that, I want to talk to you about the sponsor of today's episode, Current.
All right.
For 24 reason to not sign up with Current and also objective thing we could talk about on this channel. And yeah, it is. I mean, that is literally probably the most subjective to identify whether or not a ship is and more. Terms and conditions apply.
All right. So, yeah, this is a very subjective topic about whether or not the ship was valid, but did they ever have any romantic moments besides like the crazy edits that they used to have? I said, were they just bros or were they hoes? Bros before hoes, or the hoes are the bros? The hoes are the bros? What?
So, how do you identify whether or not a ship is legit? I mean, that is literally probably the most subjective thing we could talk about on this channel. And yeah, it is. And a ship is only as legit as the person who's making the ship wants it to be. However, today I want to take an objective look at the relationship between Naruto and Sasuke.
Okay, an objective relationship between Naruto and Sasuke.
In deem as to whether or not it went beyond the bounds of friendship. Were Naruto and Sasuke supposed to be rivals, best friends, or lovers?
Tell me again why we're not lovers and friends.
And thus, in order to do that in the way that I believe is best, I want to take an objective look at how both Sasuke and Naruto treated each other relative to how they treated everybody else
Okay, that's a good measurement, I think,
in their lives. And honestly, out of the two of them, the only one we actually really need to talk about is Sasuke. See, because it's incredibly clear as to how Naruto treats Sasuke. Naruto spends the entirety of his self-titled story chasing Sasuke down.
He does, yes.
To be just like him.
He said he's his friend, he's his comrade, he admires him. He's like, I didn't know there was another orphan.
jealous of the attention he gets. He treats Sasuke as a high watermark, a level of strength that he needs to achieve. However, in the course of their shenanigans as Team 7, slowly but surely, Naruto begins to see Sasuke as a friend. With the breakwater moment being when Sasuke throws himself in front of all of Haku's Senbon to save Naruto's life in the Land of Waves. Now from that moment on, even though Naruto has Shikamaru in his life, who is a substantially better friend to Naruto
Absolutely.
than Sasuke is, Naruto deems Sasuke as his best friend. A
Random as fuck.
best friend he would do anything for. Whether that's gathering a team of Genin and Chunin to battle against the Sound Village 5 in order to give him an opportunity to try and drag Sasuke back to the village, or chase Sasuke down for the entirety of Shippuden in hopes that he would be able to finally convince his best friend to come home. How Naruto feels about Sasuke is incredibly out in the open. He
Exactly. But Sasuke, how he feels about Naruto, it's a little bit more nuanced and subtle.
treats Sasuke with a level of reverence and friendliness that he simply doesn't treat anybody else with, including his actual canonical romantic connections like Sakura or Hinata. And while I do think there's as much of an argument for Naruto ending up with Hinata as there is for Naruto ending up with Sasuke, that's a separate video. All that is to say is Naruto would do anything the world threw at him in order to get his best friend back in Sasuke, pushing Naruto to go to lengths that he probably wouldn't go to for anybody else. But Sasuke, well, he's a more nuanced character.
I said he definitely is.
See, on the surface, or according to people who have maybe only seen Naruto one time, Sasuke
I like his cuts. These cuts are very entertaining, and he goes very good.
is pretty unrelentingly mean to Naruto. But that's actually really not the case. See, Sasuke is an aloof, emotionless genius who doesn't spare anybody any niceties on account of the fact that he has one goal and one goal alone
To kill his brother.
in mind, which is the killing of Itachi. And anybody who gets in the way of that is simply a speed bump. This is best explained how Sasuke treats Sakura early on in part 1 of Naruto. See, whether it was Sakura trying to stop Sasuke from leaving the village by pouring out her emotions and feelings for him, or Sakura trying to get Sasuke to drop out of the Chunin exams on account of the fact that he'd been marked by a cursed seal from Orochimaru, in both circumstances, Sasuke is incredibly blunt with Sakura. Either
Because Sakura's annoying. Sakura, the whole first part of Naruto, is annoying as hell. And y'all can be mad at me, but they're so annoying.
telling her curtly that he has no reason to tell her what he's up to, or telling Sakura that if she forces them to drop out of the Chunin exams, he could never forgive her. However, when in the example of the Chunin exams, Sasuke is telling off Sakura for even threatening to drop out of the Chunin exams, Naruto starts yelling at Sasuke, calling him an asshole, and trying to explain what Sakura was saying. But rather than being curt with Naruto or shutting him down, Sasuke simply gazes into Naruto's eyes and says, "I want to fight you also." Now,
I said, I want to fight you too. I said, did he give him the fuck me eyes? God damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. It was there early. He gave him the fuck me eyes.
not only acknowledging Naruto's feelings, but treating him preferentially, at least in comparison to Sakura. And honestly, this is a core staple of their relationship. See, everybody in Sasuke's life is a hindrance. He doesn't go out of his way to help them or answer their questions. However, if Naruto either yells at Sasuke, calls him an asshole, or asks him a question, Sasuke either doesn't rise to the provocations of Naruto, something he wouldn't do for anybody else in the story, or immediately answers Naruto's questions.
I said, yes, he does. I do get that, because only his best buddy can get under his skin like that.
Like in the 4th Great Shinobi World War, when Sasuke was relaying to Team 7 about how Infinite Tsukiyomi worked, and Naruto continually probed him with questions to try and get a full understanding of what was happening outside of the Susanoo, and rather than getting fed up with Naruto, he simply answered every question that Naruto had. Because here's the thing, Sasuke doesn't pay attention to basically anyone, but the reason that he doesn't pay attention to basically anyone is not because he doesn't care about anyone, it's because Naruto is monopolizing his attention. Take for
yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
For example, the written test part of the Chunin exams. A test designed to be so incredibly difficult that the students taking it would have to cheat in order to get the correct answers. While if even one member of a team of 3 was caught cheating, the entire team of 3 would be thrown out, and therefore Sasuke had a fair amount of reason to be checking on Naruto. Pretty much the first thing that Sasuke does, even while sitting multiple rows behind Naruto, is immediately identified that he's freaking out. Something that he probably wouldn't have been able to do if he didn't spend so much time watching Naruto.
That's a good point, yeah.
But this isn't even the only time that Sasuke is overly attentive to Naruto in the Chunin exams, as after all, it was Sasuke who immediately identified that Naruto had been kidnapped and replaced with a fake in the Forest of Death, as Sasuke immediately noticed that this Naruto's shuriken holster was on his left leg, but Naruto is right-handed, and that this Naruto didn't have the scratch on his cheek that the examiner left there, proving that Sasuke pays a particular amount of attention to exactly how Naruto looks.
That's a good point, yes. Oh my gosh. I said, this is literally the evidence that my sister needed to. I'm like, damn it, Naomi. Damn it. She said this the entire time of us being kids growing up watching this show. I said, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it.
Not to mention just a little bit after this, when another fake Naruto is able to remember the entirety of Team 7's password, Sasuke immediately clocks him as he realizes that there's no way that Naruto would be able to remember a password that long. And even in moments of high distress for Sasuke, he still spends the majority of his time paying attention to Naruto. And the continuation of Gaara and Sasuke's fight, the fight that pours out from the Chunin exams into the Konoha Crush arc, when Naruto bursts onto the scene to try and save Sakura and Sasuke who's been beaten down and battered and is currently fighting against his own curse seal, notices that Naruto is shook. In fact, while blood is pouring out of his mouth, Sasuke looks over at Naruto and thinks to himself, he's not acting like himself. Did something happen between Gaara and Naruto? Now, this is because Gaara and Naruto had a brief interaction before this that had shook Naruto to his core, but Sasuke was immediately able to deduce this, even going so far as to acknowledge once Naruto shook himself out of it.
He said, dang. I said, he is paying a lot of attention. Damn. Sasuke does pay a lot of attention to Naruto. Holy fuck. Fuck.
To say to Naruto, so you finally decided to return back to your regular self.
They're not beating the allegations. Damn it. They're not beating the allegations.
And yet all you could manage was one measly punch. And this attentiveness to Naruto is truly a through line throughout the entirety of part 1 of Naruto. And even before it, as Sasuke revealed during his final valley fight against Naruto, that he simply, as a child, couldn't help but pay attention to Naruto. See, Sasuke saw Naruto perpetually trying to create bonds with others, and that desperate struggle to try and make any semblance of friends or family for himself reminded Sasuke of his own family.
But okay, I will say this. There were a lot of people who were paying attention to Naruto because Naruto used to draw attention and pull attention towards him. So are they saying that he pays attention to Naruto on the same level that Hinata does? Seriously?
But right here we have it in literal writing that Sasuke cannot help but keep his eyes on Naruto. And with attentiveness comes protection. Because while it might seem counterintuitive, Naruto and withing that Sasuke
look at that little cute ass photo of them holding each other's hand. Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
cannot help but keep his eyes on Naruto. And with attentiveness comes protection. Because while it might seem counterintuitive to say that Sasuke spends the majority of the time that he's around Naruto trying to protect him on account of the fact that Sasuke's tried to kill Naruto multiple times.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
It's the truth. In pretty much the first ever arc, in a moment we've already talked about in this video, when Naruto throws himself into the center of all of Haku's ice mirrors in order to ensure that Naruto didn't die.
Did he just say when Naruto threw himself in front of all the ice mirrors to ensure Naruto didn't die?
From Haku's himself into the center of the first ever arc, in a moment we've already talked about in this video, when Naruto throws himself into the center of all of Haku's ice mirrors in order to ensure that Naruto didn't die.
I said, that boy Sasuke was the shadow clone, huh?
From Haku's barrage of Senbon, Sasuke uncontrollably moved his body in front of Naruto's, becoming a pincushion for Senbon that technically should have killed him. And this moment is incredibly important to not only Naruto, but also to Sasuke. See, at this moment in Naruto's young life, Sasuke is the second person who has willingly thrown his life away to save his. As Iruka in the literal first episode throws himself in front of a giant shuriken being thrown by Mizuki to save Naruto. And then just a couple of episodes later, Sasuke throws himself in front of a barrage of Senbon to save Naruto.
Oh, okay. So I said that I could see that. Listen.
But the reason that this moment is so incredibly important to both Naruto and Sasuke is because up until this moment, Naruto had only ever been met with two things: derision and scorn. And yet here's Sasuke, somebody who he wants to be just like, somebody with an incredibly bright future, throwing that future away for him. And in this moment, by hypothetically throwing his life away to save Naruto, Sasuke is throwing away his dream. His
dream, his potential, everything to save little old me. He said, Naruto said, you gonna do that for little old me right there? He said, Sasuke, I'm flattered. He said, you gonna do that for little old me? Oh, like, no, what the?
Dream to kill Itachi, to avenge his family and clan. Naruto even goes so far as to say, after he believes that Sasuke is dead, that all of his hopes and dreams have died with him. And yet in that moment in time, Naruto was more precious to Sasuke than the memories of his lost clan or family. But
Like the whole clan would have been dead if Haku would have killed him right there.
Goes further than this. In the Gaara and Sasuke fight that pours out into the Konoha Crush arc, after Naruto arrives on the scene and is struggling in combat against Gaara and is knocked back by him, the substantially fatigued and injured Sasuke, for some reason, throws his body between Naruto and a tree that he was about to fly back into.
Nah, yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Let's say he gonna ride for his man.
Protecting Naruto from what objectively would not have been a fatal injury. And yet, once again, Sasuke's body seemingly moved without him doing anything. And this is the kind of thing that we see time and time again with Sasuke as it pertains to his relationship with Naruto. He moves his fastest when it comes to protecting Naruto, whether that's Haku, Gaara, or during the Fourth Great Shinobi World War.
So basically, the people who thought that Deku and Bakugo should be shipped together have valid points based off of this, which I don't think is true. Just because they did all this doesn't mean that this was a good ship.
When Obito fires an explosive technique at Minato, Sasuke, and Naruto, and the first thing that Sasuke does is step over in front of Naruto and extend his Susanoo ribcage to encompass him. And mind you, he encompassed Naruto in the Susanoo ribcage faster than Minato could make the decision to teleport this attack away. But even if we don't take into account the unconscious movements of Sasuke's body to protect Naruto, pretty much just the words of Sasuke are enough to paint a rather compelling picture.
I do know that he is like, you're my best friend.
See, Sasuke, even when faced with people that should be his romantic interests, like Karin or Sakura, never tries to spare their feelings or their lives. With Sasuke deciding that after Karin was taken hostage by Danzo, her life was no longer worth holding on to, shooting directly through her chest with a Chidori Sharp Spear to kill Danzo, and Sasuke capitalizing on multiple moments to either attempt to kill Sakura or place her into a genjutsu to take her out of the equation. And while we do see Sasuke trying to do the same thing to Naruto eventually, Sasuke doesn't take the time to explain to Sakura or Karin why he's cutting them down. However, in both of the Final Valley fights, not only is Sasuke thinking about the reason as to why he needs to cut Naruto down is because Naruto is his one and only true friend, and
his one and only true friend.
For his last connection to this world, but also Sasuke goes out of his way to tell Naruto all of these things. He tells Naruto he's his one and only, because, and this is speculation,
my one and only. They are not meeting the allegations. Allegations? Get it? Allegations?
Here, of course, I genuinely believe Sasuke wanted to be convinced to not kill Naruto. By opening a dialogue between the two of them, not only in the first Valley of the End fight, but also the second one, Sasuke afforded Naruto the opportunity to argue with him. Something that Sasuke inherently knew that Naruto would do.
They said to talk no jutsu. Hey, one thing for sure and two things for certain. Naruto's gonna talk no jutsu, a motherfucker.
And Naruto himself admits, after the end of their first Final Valley fight, the reason that he wasn't able to bring Sasuke back is because he wasn't able to understand the trauma that Sasuke has been through. See, Sasuke attempts to explain to Naruto during the Final Valley fight exactly why he's leaving, but Naruto can't wrap his mind around it. See, Sasuke wants to be stronger, to become an adventurer who can finally kill Itachi. And Naruto can't figure out why that needs to happen outside of Konoha. But more importantly than any of this, over the course of both of the Valley of the End fights, Sasuke takes the opportunity to not only tell Naruto that he is his best friend, but also that he acknowledges his strength.
I said, that's cool, that's cool.
Something that Sasuke knows that Naruto wants to hear, as Sasuke knows that Naruto treats him as the high watermark. And it's not until Sasuke gets his revenge and realizes that it didn't change the fact that his family and clan were gone, Naruto's arguing with Sasuke began to work. Because while Naruto couldn't understand what it felt like to watch your brother eradicate your entire clan, Naruto could understand loneliness.
I said, yeah, that's a good point.
Loneliness that tied these two characters together throughout the entirety of their story, a magnetic force that brought them together. And that loneliness led to connection, as Naruto saw the loneliness in Sasuke, but still saw that Sasuke was somehow able to be popular. And Sasuke saw how hard Naruto tried to make friends and saw his family in that struggle. And thus, because of this unspoken, deeply founded connection, we see Sasuke treating Naruto with not only much more respect, but also much more empathy than he treats anybody else in the story with. So
Okay, that is a good point. But does that mean that they need to ship each other and they need to, and like, you see what I mean?
When Sasuke wants Sakura out of the equation, he uses a genjutsu from his Rinnegan to punch her in the stomach and knock her out. It's deeply impersonal. However, when Sasuke, who's a long-range to medium-range brawler, wants to take out Naruto, he always gets close to it. See, whether it's the first—
because he wants him to feel his body. He wants him to feel his breath. Damn, they're gay. Oh my gosh! Ah, damn it! Yeah, They were valid. This was a valid ship. Damn it. Like, bro, you're right. Yeah, this is gay, bro. I'm so sorry. Damn it, damn it, damn it. My childhood version of myself is kicking the fucking floor right now. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Time that Naruto and Sasuke see each other at the beginning of Shippuden, when Sasuke throws his arm around Naruto's shoulders and kind of gives him a half hug, or when Sasuke straddles Naruto at the end of their Valley of the End fight as he pummels his best friend into the dirt. Time and time again, their fights end with them close, almost hugging, as Sasuke takes the least optimal route in a fight against Naruto, which is a close quarter taijutsu brawl, which is directly to Naruto's advantage.
In Naruto's defense, in Naruto and Sasuke's defense, they both ran out of chakra at that point.
To try and take out his friend. And the closest that happens over the course of their battles doesn't end when the battle is over. As unironically, some of the most intimate moments in all of Naruto take place after Sasuke stands over a freshly defeated Naruto.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Ah!
Best example of this being after the conclusion of their first Valley of the End fight, where Sasuke hovers just inches above Naruto's face with his own, staring down at his unconscious best friend.
Oh my gosh.
And Naruto's face with his own, staring down.
Bro, come on, bro. What the hell? Like, yes, this is so intimate. Look at this shit. Look at how these niggas are looking at each other. Or look at how Sasuke's looking at him. They're never beating the allegations. Ugh. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it!
At his unconscious best friend. And the true irony here is that if Naruto was still conscious, Sasuke may not have left. Because another driving point of authentic connection between Naruto and Sasuke is eye contact. See, any fight that kicks off between Naruto and Sasuke usually at the beginning focuses around eye contact between the two of them. Which is ironic because it's a terrible idea for Naruto, who's a non-Sharingan user, to make eye contact with Sasuke, a Sharingan user.
I said, but Naruto's a Jinchuriki, so the Jinchuriki automatically get a Genjutsu notification.
But I'll have you know that Sasuke only uses Genjutsu on Naruto once. And the only reason he used Genjutsu on Naruto was to suppress Kurama's chakra. Why? Because, well, using Genjutsu on your opponent is deeply impersonal. Naruto is a magnet for Sasuke. Even in the Land of Waves arc, when Team 7 is making their way to the Land of Waves, we see Sasuke jog to keep up with Naruto so he can walk alongside him. And
that boy has a crush. Ooh.
This is a consistent theme all throughout Naruto. Sasuke gravitates in terms of close proximity to Naruto whenever he gets the opportunity. Even in combat, when, like we've already stated, there is no advantage for Sasuke to do such. And that's what leads to moments like Sasuke being unable to finish the fight against Naruto in their second Valley of the End fight, as when Sasuke came in to strike a finishing blow on the downed Naruto with the Chidori. Upon him seeing Naruto's eyes, his Sharingan falters and the Chidori fades away. Now there's an irony in this because Sasuke believes that the majority of his power lies in his Sharingan affinity. And
I said, and then he just looks away. He's like, I can't kill Big Daddy like this. They're like, damn, they're like, pause.
Naruto, well, he's just got blue eyes. And the ironic thing is that even though this eye contact should be a weakness from Naruto's perspective, it's a weakness from Sasuke's perspective. Like staring into the eyes of Naruto.
Sasuke
robs him of his strength. Not to mention that Sasuke willingly engages in fights that he has a type disadvantage in because Naruto's wind release is inherently strong against Sasuke's lightning release, and fighting styles that inherently give an advantage to Naruto, that is, say, close range matches, most likely because of his subliminal urge to be defeated by Naruto and to have his path readjusted. And thus, do I think that Naruto x Sasuke is a legit ship?
I think so. I hate to say it. Love wins. It's legitimate. You guys were right. Not like there's anything wrong with it, but I just didn't want Naruto and Sasuke to have that type of relationship. And it's kind of clear that you can make an argument that you can, or that they do have that type of relationship. And I just don't like admitting that my sister was right. So ultimately, I think that they do have that type of relationship. They're not beating the allegations. After everything that we just went over, I definitely think that Naruto and the Sasuke ship were valid. Even though I might not agree with it, there was definitely evidence there for them to be together. Shame me? Y'all niggas can't shame me. Y'all don't No, I don't give a fuck already. Y'all can't shame a nigga. Y'all got me fucked up.
What's your name?